Back to the couch, you got yours too, the man right here, himself, the man they always looking for. We got Big Worm back from Vegas, losing all that money.
Lost wages.
You lost weight in Vegas?
Lost wages.
Wages, okay.
Wages.
We got Big Razorback. Got outed by Tennessee the other night.
And they're about to get out of Vermont, but keep going.
On the last nigga shot from half court.
You don't care.
It was the SEC tournament.
Hey,
So you don't care if they're going to lose to Vermont too?
Boy, please.
It's the 13th seed. Mark
Hey,
my
hey,
Boy,
word.
please.
Hit a half court shot on him.
Did y'all
funny
make it?
man,
Yeah.
Oh.
Derek Keener in the house.
Killing people on
We
the
got,
road.
we got the lady of the hour though. No, that dude had something else going on. Like before
He
that
was,
happened.
he was already sick.
Yeah.
That boy had a cigarette in his hand.
That's fine. I just, hey, I was like, what you call it? Finish him.
Hey, we got the
You
lady
go
of the
hate
hour,
on
though.
that.
He ain't do
The
nothing.
lady of the hour, Miss Kerrigan Dunn in the house with us.
You must call her by her middle name. Buckets. Buckets. Buckets.
Do you have a middle name?
I have
What is your real middle name?
Ashlyn.
Ashley?
Ashlyn with an N.
Ashlyn.
Yeah.
His is
Delicia.
You want to start there, Bridget? Thought I forgot? You thought I forgot?
I did.
No, sir.
Okay. Let me move on then.
Called the bridge.
So how you been?
I've been good. I'm on spring break, back from school, so just catching up with my family.
Yeah, those who don't know her, this young lady graduated from Tigerland, Texas High. What was that?
2020.
2020. 2 years ago. Almost 2 years ago. And she's a basketball player, and she took the, she went JUCO route.
Yeah.
Now, do you feel like that was a hard route to take?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Just cause like, it's more of like you know how people say like, everybody path different.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that JUCO was the hardest route. It just kind of builds you different though.
I got you.
Cause at D1, you know, it's kind of a red carpet.
Mm.
And then JUCO, it's like you got to do everything by yourself, from ice baths to everything.
Oh, so
Kind of like do it on your own.
I got you. So you are pretty much on your own.
Basically. I mean, there's coaches there, but like you just don't have the resources that D1s have.
I got you.
So it's kind of like you got to do it for yourself, or it won't get done at all.
So basically, they're not paying y'all like they do at Arkansas.
All right.
Like, just Walt, why he look at you like that, Walt?
He must have been looking at this wall over here. Seeing looking at Walt.
Well, he looked at you, Walt, and I was just trying to figure out why he looking at you.
He's been a booster for a while, and I know what boosting is.
The boosting you're talking about.
I know what kind he does. Donnie sends $30 to Miami. That ain't nothing but you.
On the other hand.
Heard about you, buddy. Go ahead.
Hey, anyhow, so we know your journey. So you went from
Hater.
Texas High to JUCO. So you at Kilgore, right?
Kilgore College.
What made you choose that particular one?
It was just the relationship I had with the head coach, like the conversation piece from when she started recruiting me. It was different from all the other JUCOs that was recruiting me. It was more of like she cared about me, like outside of just a basketball player, just the whole person.
I got you.
So,
I got you.
Kind of made it easy.
Now, do you wish that you had took another route, or you glad for the journey that you went on?
I'm glad for the journey, cause like I said, it just builds your mentality different. It just make you more of a like play with a chip on your shoulder, cause you know you go JUCO 2 years, people kind of forget about you, forget about who you are.
What's the biggest difference in talent from high school to JUCO?
It's basically like a D1. It's just people who couldn't either get the grades or didn't have the offers on the table. So it's like you're playing D1s, but it's just different because it's nothing to lose at JUCO.
So
Just play all out, play.
you found it easy to play against those girls?
Not easy, but it was a challenge. My first year was kind of up and down, but second year, I kind of got it. It came easy. It was just a natural talent, so.
There you go. I like to hear you talk like that. Yeah.
Now let me ask you this though. So,
Okay.
why do you feel like you? So, do you on your particular situation? Do you feel like you just wasn't seen enough? It was the reason why you had to go that route because you feel like you had the talent to go deep. Clearly, you do because you got all these offers now.
Right.
I
I definitely feel like that. I just kind of started getting recruited late. Like, I kind of started taking the series too late.
I got you.
So, it was like I had offers on the table at high school, but it wasn't, like, nothing that I thought, like, I deserved, kind of.
So basically, you took it serious late, kind of like what Derek's doing now with his comedy career.
Sounds about right. Not on you.
Hey, did I say that out loud? I didn't mean to, dog.
Man, check your
did.
I
kidneys.
apologize about that.
Yeah, no, he
It's a
hit
kidney
me.
shot.
He tried it. He tried it. I'm not sure where they came from. That was definitely out of left field on me, buddy. I wasn't expecting that one.
I gotta come in. You ain't ready for it.
Yeah, that's first time. First time.
Had a nice flow, then
Oh, we
punchline.
did. First time I've ever been blindsided by anybody. Like,
Turn.
reminds me of when Lil Joe hit me in the locker room. Where did that come from?
Good job, Donnie. Now he can turn his oxygen up to 10.
You never go to that. Yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, so now you got these offers on the table.
I do.
You know, you leaning one way or the other. Do you want to stay close? Because you have a very supportive family. Your family travels to see you.
They do.
Do you want to make sure that they still have that opportunity when you play at, I guess, you know, a step up? Or is it about you? Are you going to be a little selfish this time and say, man, I'm going up to Maine or I'm going out to Cali or Oregon or wherever?
It kind of play a factor because, like I said, my parents be at every game, and that's kind of good to look up in the stands and see your family.
Yeah.
But it doesn't hold a big piece in my decision. It's kind of like if I go far, I know that I'll have to grow a little bit different because my parents won't always get to reach me.
Yeah. Facts.
Because like in Kilgore, I can say I'm sick, they come down there
No,
and
right.
give me some medicine. But if I go like far, I know I got to actually get up and do it myself. So it just
Yeah.
made me a better adult. I
So,
think that.
so did that JUCO route develop this mentality?
It did.
It did.
Because before I left home, I was more of like I need my mom, I need my daddy to do everything for me. But now it's like, I got to do it for myself when I'm at school. So now it's just like a natural thing.
Yeah.
You want to grow more now.
Yes, sir.
I think it made you a better self-employment. You can when you go to that, when you transition to that next level where the resources are there,
Right.
you probably won't really need them because
It's like I already done
you
it
already
before.
And he probably thinks you're a great player if you're thinking about choosing Texas, but if you
No.
decide that you don't want to go, he will then turn his back on you.
No. Well, I watched a young lady ball outside her house, whether she know it or not. Even when she was a little girl, she shot ball off 40th Street. It was nothing to drive by 40th Street. She out there shooting. So she's been kind of working at that game for a very long time.
He'll flip-flop on you.
What?
I agree.
I almost slapped him in the face. He slapped me for me.
Dog! What happened?
Hey, so how many offers do
slapped.
you have?
5.
You have 5.
Yes, sir.
And what particular schools are they?
I have Bethune-Cookman in Florida, Alcorn State, Seattle University, University of Denver, and there is Sam Houston.
Okay.
Oh.
So when do you have to decide?
Coach Justice.
I want to make a decision before the end of March or the first week in April.
Oh, okay.
So let's get rid of Denver. We're not going to Denver. We're not going to Denver. I'm going to go ahead and do this right now. We are looking at, no, I'm serious. We're really looking at Sam Houston because that's close enough.
Hey,
know-
hey, don't
Wait a minute.
shut up. Hey, don't let him spoil your
We know
alert.
that
Alcorn,
Quit taking
Alcorn
stuff off
State.
our list.
Not Denver, bye.
Alcorn-
We're not
hey,
going up there. She don't
Alcorn
smoke
State
weed and
was
it's too cold. Okay? I know this, baby. She don't, it's too cold. All right. Yeah. No. Alcorn, we got a HBCU. And Bethune-Cookman, we got a HBCU. Those are 3. After that, whatever.
Can't tell her what she gonna do.
Didn't tell her what she was going to do, but I did narrow it down for her. That's not what she said. She's a respectful young lady.
Well, I said it before. She kind of like nodded at me.
You say it again, and I'm going to slap the taste out you.
So
You
you
hear
like? So you like Coach Justice at Sam Houston?
I do. She's cool. We talked. She's from Atlanta, Texas, so that just makes it kind of like a home feel.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm going.
I know I'm
Right, right, right.
I'm
But at the same
not
time, you know,
saying that you said
We
that.
just kind of throwing it up in the air a little
I
bit.
just said that I like.
But you know, Sam Houston be having a shot to go to the tournament every year. A lot of kids love the, March Madness. That's where we at right now. And so I like Sam Houston when I was partaking in what goes on in Denver. What the Lord put here for us.
Eating a whole bunch of hamburgers.
I sure was. Hey, man, I'm driving from Houston down to Sam Houston, down to Huntsville, Texas, and the silhouette. I don't know if you've driven from that way. Corey, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I'm so high that I see
Off McDonald's.
What?
We're out
Off
there.
McDonald's.
That let me know you
Out
wasn't around here a
McDonald's.
couple days last week because I was supposed to stop you before you get there.
Well, I tried.
Golly.
I see the silhouette of the man coming up in the road, and I tell my partner I'm in the back, I say, hey, watch out for that dude in the street. As we got close, I started crying. I said, so you just go hit him. I like Sam Houston.
Have you took your visit yet?
No, I take 2 of them next week, and then Sam is still setting up a visit with me.
Oh, okay, so how many? I know in football you get 4.
You get
4 or
5. You get 5.
How many? What? So you get 5 too?
Yes, sir.
You gonna take all 5 of yours?
I probably won't have to.
Oh, okay, so you pretty much like I kind of like. I got you.
Without saying it, is there a number one right now?
Not a number one. It's just kind of like I'm more of a relationship kind of person.
Yeah.
So it's just the relationship I have with the head coach.
Cool.
Just that's the position I'm gonna play, point guard. So you gotta have a good relationship with him.
You don't get to push off her square. She stay on her square. Is what she gonna do?
Now,
She's not an easily pushed child.
Now, in order for you to have to get those off, you had to have some good footage, huh?
I did.
Tell this young
Don't
man
do
right
that.
here,
Don't
man.
do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because see, I already see.
Hey,
See, I saw that one coming. No, I saw that one coming.
Whatever you freedom was
Don't do
gonna
that.
say,
Let
Do your thing.
It's gonna be good for you.
Do you think?
No, we'll talk.
Do
I'm
you
gonna
think?
talk you up.
After he said, back up a little bit.
Hey, so you gotta have some footage
Yes.
in order to get some offers, right?
Right.
Do you perhaps think you can get your coach or anywhere you go to get this young man, whether or not he played like right bench, left, center bench?
Yeah.
You think you get him an offer? We looking for him an
Yeah.
offer.
You can.
He can ball. He just was overlooked.
Underrated. That's hey, underdog. You gotta do what you gotta do. Go ahead, you can get offered.
So
He was in the movie like Mike.
You get offers too.
okay, thank you. Because I was about to go out there. You need to stop me.
Come on, man.
Because I promise you, this is not the route I need to go.
I leaned back because I thought you were going to sock him.
No. I was about to say something else.
Oh, no.
Hey, so you got your mom said you got a clothing brand?
Yeah, but I got lazy with it at JUCO.
Oh, okay, so you have one.
I have one. It's called Peace of Mind. More of a mental health thing.
Oh hell. Okay.
We into that. Like we as black men, we don't talk about it a lot, but me and Donnie definitely talk about our mental health. You know.
If you can't tell, there's a lot of it up here. So whatever line you got, let us know.
Hey, so are you gonna get that like back off the ground again?
When I get to university.
Oh yeah. Now, are y'all? Cause you don't hear about many female with the NIL deals in college. Or is that some of the things that they discuss with you with these colleges, the NIL deal that you could possibly get, or what?
Nah, but like I could get them though. Like D1, it's more of like, I know a couple females that have it. Like South Carolina, they got all the deals like that. So I mean, you could get it. You just got to put yourself out there.
I got you.
Don Staley.
Don
Is it?
Staley.
They call, yeah.
I mean, that could be a good way to go about doing it with your brand.
So the school that you looked at, have you looked at their schedule for the upcoming year, and does that determine like part of your how you're gonna choose, like if they've got a national schedule or not, like if they play certain teams so that you can now ball against maybe your South Carolina or your
yeah, most of the schools that I'm talking to, their preseason is kind of like they play like Baylor, other sports. So I just feel like that'd be a good opportunity to get myself out there as well. You know, if I go to a school and say that it's not a fit, I'll drop a 15-piece against Baylor and get in the portal. Some kind of connections there. So it's like they remember the guard I was when I played them.
And that's how the portal works.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Sometimes you gotta let the portal work for you.
There you go.
Because it can.
It has worked for several. And
We're gonna put Derek in the portal.
and we're gonna put you in the porta potty.
Don't do it.
Because I want to go further, Walter. That's where I'm going.
We got this baby on the show.
Yeah, I forgot. That's this baby.
He beat the death. He wants you so
You ain't lying, dog.
Don't do it to him this morning.
So let me ask you something. Like your game, like did you take something from what you seen, like a whether it's male or female basketball player, and try to like spin it to your own style, or your style is just your style?
Yeah, no, I ain't trying to do that. I mean, I like watching other players play, but I don't try to mimic like nothing they do. It's more like I just do what I could do.
I got you.
Is it a certain system that you want to play in, whether it's motion, isolation? Like,
yeah, I like ISO. I create my own shot, so I think that'd be a good system for me to play in. Because I can create like a jumper, get to the basket, leave me open, I shoot 3 balls. So it's more of I can create my own shot.
So your game does mimic a certain individual. Then.
So who do you think your game kind of like resembles? Whether it's male or female?
That's hard. I would say maybe Kevin Durant.
No, you could have said me.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
I know you better. Go ahead, DJ.
All right, these three guys up here.
Hey. No, check
These
it
three
out.
guys up here.
Wait a minute.
And you, and you get the ball against any one of them. Which one of these three guys would you drop first?
Donnie.
Yeah, go ahead, answer this. So
Out of these three guys.
Two guys on the end. Which one of these guys, including myself, would you? What'd you say?
Drop.
Like what you?
Like would you cross him, drop him, then buckets?
I ain't gonna get that close.
Which one of these three guys?
I'm not gonna get that close. I know I put
Hey, you
it.
see, she look this way.
You looking at
Hey,
me?
she looking this way. She's
Oh,
like,
no,
okay,
Mr.
one night is gonna be
Donnie.
out of them two.
Go
go
play
ahead.
one-on-one against everybody.
Yeah.
more
I'm
likely.
Against these three
But no,
guys.
but she look this way. She look at y'all.
I'm gonna do my
I ain't worried about it.
I'm gonna go
Hey,
these around
hey, what you remember in Love and Basketball when they were playing for each other, Love, and she tried to take him? That's what I'm gonna do to you. You come in there. I'm gonna put you in the bleachers, okay? So don't come in here with.
I'm gonna get on your
I'm
first.
picking him first.
Hey, I'm just letting you know. Don't come in here.
I'm going with you first.
I'm pushing 6'6". I'm throwing it in the bleachers, baby.
It's cool. I'm gonna come back down and pull up.
I'm
Come
gonna-
on,
hey,
come
and then
on,
I'ma
tell
have you-
him, tell him.
And then I'm gonna post up and hit her with an old shot.
You don't want that old shit.
With the old shot.
You gonna lead on?
Hey,
Hey, so cool, but see, he trying to like mimic my questions.
Okay, yeah.
So let me ask you how you supposed to answer questions.
Okay.
Here you go.
Which one of these is less likely to beat you one-on-one?
And I'm gonna
Yeah,
knock
I
some
know.
of your hair.
Less likely?
Them three.
Them three? Why
Yeah.
not you?
There you go, Kerrigan. There you go, baby.
Why you out there?
Because with me, I'm like, if I put myself in the equation, I outshine all three of those.
not even a
So
little.
Kerrigan.
I'm trying to give it a fair chance.
Oh, I gotta go with you then.
Hey,
I gotta
we gonna
go with
change. We gonna change this show from the couch to the lock, cause he.
That's what it is. A bold face.
I gotta go with you.
What's your cash app? Because you finna get you some Chick-fil-A this morning.
Did you not hear the question?
Donnie got
Yeah,
two
I
left
heard
hands.
the question. No, I heard you.
Okay, I said which one?
Out of them three, you can't take
Well,
yourself
exactly.
out.
But it's the best guest we've ever had. She come back every day.
She has done her homework.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey,
She
Does
gonna
that
put
mean
up
you
a
think you're
50
better?
piece
That
on
mean you
you.
think you're better than everybody right here?
There you
Cool to
go.
me though.
Yeah, there you go.
I gotta go with you.
Yeah.
I gotta go with you, dog.
Kerrigan gonna give you a 50 piece, son.
unlike them, I'm
man.
pull up with a basketball.
Okay, cool.
Unlike them, so they just mad.
Okay.
I was actually pull up with a basketball at a goal.
Well, I'm there to take whoever basketball already they're
Well, you
playing.
got two left hands.
Donnie gonna pull up out there and be in them work boots.
trying to kick somebody.
Here's the thing, though.
What's them sleek work boots?
Oh, yeah. That's what he do. He slides.
Here's the thing, though. If I pull up in tennis shoes, they have a chance. If I pull up the boots, you don't have no chance. Nobody does
Oh,
with the work
Like
boots.
them?
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Kerrigan,
Hey.
don't listen to this foolishness. He is
I was
just.
just saying. Okay, I'm ready to something. This
Okay.
ain't got nothing to do with you.
Uh-huh.
This ain't got nothing with you going against them.
All right.
Which one of them do you think less likely to come play basketball?
Why are you taking yourself out of the equation? though?
Thank you, Kerrigan. You are wonderful.
I'm like, how
You are
doing?
wonderful.
Okay, let me put myself in there. Which one of us up here, these four guys up here, do you feel like less likely able to play basketball?
you.
You.
You?
There you
Yeah,
are. That's
yeah,
what I'm talking-
you-
a real guest.
Yeah.
You
This
keep
is the
taking
best
yourself
guest
out
we.
the
I
equation.
put myself in the equation though.
We gotta go with you.
And
'cause you
Mrs.
put
Dunn,
yourself last.
Miss Dunn, there's footage of him playing when he can't play.
Facts.
I can play.
There's
But like,
footage.
what can you do? Like,
Can anybody stop me going to the goal? And there's anyone up here can stop me going to the goal.
What?
Left or right. I
Yeah,
can get both.
the only way he.
Now, my
Don't.
check it out now.
He said
I was
left
sitting there,
or
I mean, not finish the shot,
but you can get to the goal though.
but I can get to the goal.
Okay.
Bruh.
All he does is get to the goal.
Can I get to the goal?
He said left or right.
He think he doing push-ups on the way to the goal.
I can.
Hey, You can't dribble way out there and then try to dribble in.
No,
because there is this parameters.
I can get to the.
You know how you're supposed to just create a little space between yourself and the defender.
I can get to the goal.
You create space with your body, the ball, keep the ball away from the defender.
Wait.
Donnie, when he creates space, is just like he is pushing.
He
I'm
pushes
like, gee.
Hey,
He
I
takes
get to
his
the goal.
He
hand.
take his hand.
Yeah, that is a foul.
Come on. You can't do that.
And he say, you can't call offensive foul in this game.
You just take Donnie's right hand away from him. He
He
go lose it.
I can drill my left.
Yeah. Okay.
Then one of you guys stand in front of me.
I ain't gonna lie.
Part of the jersey.
Donnie did get past me one time. I just reached out and grabbed one of them.
It's a part of the jersey.
Get back here, Hayukin.
Okay, let me ask another question then. Okay, let me ask another question. If it was a dunk contest,
Bruh, he
No.
wants to have an
He gotta
answer.
find a way. 'Cause
I
you
want an
quiet.
answer off of him so bad.
Right.
Alright,
ain't
cool.
dunking part of basketball.
Wait a minute. No. Listen, we just talking about stuff that she's done in the game.
No, now we talking basketball.
Okay.
So Vincent, for one, we gotta like lower the goal down, and give these guys even a chance.
That's at least 7 foot for Donnie to touch the net.
No. I can get nine easy.
Duncan?
Yeah, I can go 9.5. I'm struggling. 9, no doubt. I can yoke that.
Okay.
So let's put it down at 9, right?
Boy, you know I ain't dunking at that.
Which one?
What you say?
So which one of these guys, myself, is less likely to win a dunk contest?
Less likely to win.
Yes,
the
less
game?
likely.
You.
Watch this. I put my hand
No,
up.
now just because he tall don't mean he can dunk.
Boy, please, you put it on 9 foot, I'll dunk all over them dreads.
I don't need no trade.
Just because he tall don't mean he can dunk.
He put himself. He said me.
No, but I need you to choose because.
All right, you.
This again is the greatest guest we've ever
Seen
had.
this guy jump before?
I ain't never seen you jump up.
But no, well, okay.
Oh, she's the
Hey,
best.
Derek, shut up.
This is definitely backfiring.
Wow.
Hey, this is definitely backfiring. on
Wow.
This was not the plan.
She
Hey,
was
y'all didn't
teasing
y'all
me.
talking, y'all didn't hear what she said.
It's all because you took yourself out of the equation first.
No, but
It's
she
how you
said-
presented
hey,
yourself.
But she
So
said,
now I gotta
hey,
tell
what
you
she
everything.
said though, what she said was, she know I can beat y'all.
No, that's not what I said.
That's not what she said.
She know I can beat y'all.
That's
but
not what she
she
said.
That's not what I
She trying to
said.
spare y'all feelings.
She
No,
doesn't
that's
lie.
not what
She trying
I
to spare y'all
said.
She doesn't lie, Donnie.
And what? No,
That's not what I
I'm
said.
reading through it though.
In God I flex. I can't be lying with this video.
What they say?
In God I flex.
Oh.
Come on. I
In
can't
God
lie
I
with this
flex.
video.
Yeah.
I can't lie with this
You,
video.
buddy, that's right. She sure can't. You tripping, sir. This is a very intelligent young lady.
That is what it is. Like, she trying to spare y'all feelings.
Whatever, man.
You know the nicest person we had up here. Most people don't spare their feelings.
Oh, okay.
So I appreciate you for doing that.
Nah, people always sparing your feelings. Hey, what that old car do when you crank it? It do what? A backfire.
I don't need my feelings spared. I don't have any.
Here's the deal. This is the first guest that has not allowed you to manipulate them.
That's right. That's right.
The other dummies that you've had on this show, and I'm going to call them dumb,
Hey, hold up. Big
except for the
dummies.
children in school.
No, dummies.
Listen, they've allowed you to get away with this malarkey, and we're not putting up with it. Now, let me ask you a question.
Dave, what word did you just use?
Malarkey. That's a Miss Smith word from College Hill.
Hey, somebody had to break the chain.
Somebody had to. And
No,
what
she
better
No,
person?
somebody had to tell the
She
truth.
broke the
I
chain.
can respect her. She's nice.
No, she just
No,
She's
he
nice.
said break the chain. No, to tell the truth.
No, she's nice.
had to break it.
She's nice.
Okay.
That's how it is. She's nice. Like, I respect this young lady because she's nice.
Kerrigan, did you find it hard or difficult to stay on task with your work? Because, hey, Donnie, we got to get Donnie out of this because he's not going to leave until she changes an answer. Get him out of this.
I know.
Get him
I
out of
already
this.
got a rebuttal. Go ahead, though.
A rebuttal to what I'm going to say?
Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
Look, he's setting it up for an alley-oop.
Easy one.
Trying to find a way.
Did you find it difficult, the in-classroom work, because it's not a D1? You don't have all the privileges of a D1 in JUCO. Did you find the classroom work difficult, or was it easy with your schedule for basketball?
It kind of lined up with my schedule, so I had time to do schoolwork and all that kind of stuff. And all my classes was online. Like, I didn't have any in-person classes.
Look at
So I
God.
had online classes.
Them be the best ones.
Yeah, and then like it's like they give you all the work and you just come in like on a certain day. So it wasn't like, oh, I have to be logged in on Monday on Zoom and all that kind of stuff. It was just like in person.
So did high school prepare you for college?
No, sir, not at all.
So this year,
person said that.
Second person.
this your second year there. So is it gonna be bittersweet?
It's gonna be like the JUCO grind is. I mean, you gotta love it. Like it helps you love it a little bit more.
Right.
It's like you working for everything.
Right.
So it's like when I leave, it's gonna be bittersweet. I just feel like I'm gonna be so grateful for everything that comes next.
Right.
Because like you were without at the JUCO for so long. That was
Right.
Texas.
I got you.
For it.
I got you. Wherever she go, y'all better be cooking her meals for her every morning. She don't have time for that.
Now, is it going to be that same way at the new school that you end up going to, where you'll have all your classes online, or are you going to have to do some in-person classes?
In person. I think that'll be the biggest adjustment, just getting up and going to class. Because I'm so used to being online.
Yeah.
Just getting up and going to the class will probably be the biggest adjustment for me.
Keeping a schedule. You think you think you're ready for that grind?
Yeah, I still got to mature in some ways, but I think I'll get it when I get up there. Just get a little more discipline with it.
So at Kilgore was in class. Was that even offered, or everything was online?
It was offered, but like my coach, I had got COVID like earlier in the year, so she just made everything. I had it. I don't have it.
Okay, say something. We ain't know.
Come on.
Y'all like, ain't
Wait
God,
a
you gonna flex,
minute.
but you not gonna do it here. Jesus.
No, I don't got it. I had COVID.
You and Barack Obama out here with COVID. He got the cleanest air in the world. Just who was you touching, Barack? You shouldn't have it.
I had it. So it's kind of like she just put everything online so that we wouldn't risk getting it in season and having to miss XYZ amount of games.
That's what's up.
Sister Sanders, you meant to put an H in her name. Isn't there an H in your name?
Hey,
Where the H at?
Say Sister Sanders?
Yeah, Sister. She left that H out that baby name.
hey,
Don't nothing. Sorry about this, Sister Sanders. I ain't mean no
still
harm.
doing it. Stop. Stop. Stop.
That's funny.
Hey,
That's where you get on my nerves.
You've been on the road too
He
long.
hit the road this past weekend. So, and me and him, we have this deal that we do.
Oh my God.
Right.
Well, can I finish the story?
Finish your story, man.
What you trying to say down there?
Nothing. Go ahead.
But see, me and him, we had this deal we do. Where he hit the road,
Okay.
we go over his jokes.
Okay.
And either I.
Well, y'all go over the jokes he telling. You gonna tell it the show?
Yeah, because he's not that funny.
Wait. Oh. Okay.
Boy, they coming for your head.
I said I'm sorry.
Boy, Bradley ain't never said that like
Bradley
this.
said he
You
coming
don't give a
in.
man-
He coming in hot today, baby.
He coming in hot.
Oh man.
But hey, are y'all kidding?
Oh man.
You and Brandon?
No.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we have to go.
What's
get
they
jokes.
about to pull up?
Right.
I'm a ghostwriter. But I ain't gonna say that. I put the business
I
out
was
there.
say ghostwriters can be talking.
Yeah, but sometimes, I feel like you got to when people try to take all the credit.
Oh, okay. He wasn't them kind of
He
people.
said
Yeah.
you the funny guy from H-Town.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, so
You gotta let me.
so
that makes sense.
he's not that funny. So I gotta tell him what to scratch and what to use. And okay, now if you put this in there, it's even better. So if you ever see him at the gas station, he does this gas station comedy show.
Oh man.
Okay.
He just did one. A guy up here was a witness of it. We're gonna go on a gas station tour here soon. Come to the city near you, gas station. That's what we're gonna call it, promo gas station.
Okay.
But you may even see him where you going.
Stay away from the
Hey, so you
speed
see
X's.
little fly at the gas station, it's him.
Oh, speed X.
Him and you or just him?
No, I don't go on the road.
Okay.
We FaceTime. You know what I mean?
Is there a promo code? Discount on gas. If we come.
The only similarity between
no,
you
don't
and
try to
Donnie
change it.
is you get buckets and he works in one. Let me have my moment.
Hey, and he better hope he ain't in your area because you gonna cut him off, won't you?
Oh, he can't cut me off.
Hey,
I'm
hey.
next door to the fire station.
But listen though, it doesn't matter who area you in. Like I know what he's doing.
He have you over there brushing your teeth and telling jokes in the dark.
Hey, so you know that like I am a big part of what he's got going on.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, a lot of people don't. Sometimes I gotta like bring them back down.
I don't think he know
They
it.
be getting too high with
Yes,
it.
I'm saying you understand me. Understand? Yeah. Sometimes he get too on his high horse.
Oh.
I bring back down the
So
hill.
you gotta
Without me,
humble.
you won't be there.
Who was the person that you love seeing most at Texas High every day when you were there?
You.
Thank you.
What'd you say?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
What do you mean?
You gotta be honest.
It's the truth. I'm being
This is
honest.
an honest circle.
It
I'm
Safe
wasn't.
space. Be
Did
honest.
he
I'm
say
being
honest
honest.
circle?
It wasn't the kid up there that didn't
He
love
been
me.
lying
This
since
is
the show
honest.
started.
You gotta be honest. This is
He been lying
honest
since the
energy.
show
over here.
started.
Right.
The honest circle.
Yeah,
It was
is
him.
honest circle. You know,
It was
this
him.
is a safe
Honest
zone.
circle.
This
So
is
that
the
means you
honest
can be-
circle.
You can be yourself. You can be honest.
Okay.
So ask that question again.
All right, cool.
Who
I
was
got
the
you.
person that you loved seeing the most at Texas High when you were there?
You.
Who?
If she said it would,
Why would
Hey, bro,
would you say
like
that?
all the
Just even
kids
eat
love me,
funny.
He
man.
too nice.
He's funny, though.
But that wasn't him being funny. That was
All-
not funny.
Even in the school jokes.
Yeah, she said even on the school job.
No.
That's what he does. Like,
Oh, so he
mimics
just
me.
copy him and
Yes.
then.
Not even on the
Like,
school
That
jokes.
makes sense.
Yeah, he ain't that funny.
Okay, see that? Well, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
but
you know what that sound like right now?
A fool, a liar, you a liar, a cheater, a deceiver, heartbreaker, and I won't.
hey, I just said this is the honest zone. Like,
Okay, cool.
I'm getting honesty right now.
No flex.
So why don't you like take his spot? Like, why don't you do the comedy?
Because
That's good. That's good, Kerrigan. Great
because-
question.
Oh, okay.
And I like my big cousin to get the shine on. I ain't trying to take his spotlight.
You more behind the scenes kind of guy.
Yeah, I ain't trying
That
to take
makes
the
sense.
spotlight. I ain't trying to dampen nobody's spotlight. Hey, you want to be that? Go do that.
You want to be that good?
So do it make you feel a kind of way when he don't like mention you? Like in his
No, sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes, but
She
I get my
interview him.
feelings. I be wanting to like out him, but
don't do it to him.
yeah.
Yeah. What he does is he
Now,
takes
I will
his.
say this though. He was up in Boston a few weeks ago.
Okay.
Was now in Boston?
Yeah. He just be taking stuff.
Okay.
He was in Boston
Uh-huh.
a few weeks ago,
All right.
But got good memory.
and I had to
Like an elephant.
give him a pep talk after he got off stage.
So after the show was over.
What
you-
happened?
Okay. Why
He
you-
got booed. No, seriously, he got booed. Now, did the whole crowd boo him? No.
Okay.
But it was like some hecklers that were booing him because what he was saying, like some of them jokes I said, don't use them.
You don't know you.
He used them, and that's the reaction he got.
Okay.
That's footage of it.
You told
by the
him
way.
don't use them?
Yeah, I said because I knew it was gonna happen. Like it wasn't funny.
Kerrigan, let me ask you a question. How often do you have a bad game? Is it rare?
Yes.
Why is it rare?
Because you practice, you put the work in.
Baby girl, let me explain something to you. Hey, I don't miss. You understand me? I don't. It ain't a time a joker around here can say they've seen Derek Keener miss.
Okay.
Nobody in the world.
Again,
Pull
what I
up
tell
footage
you
of me
before you
being
go on
booed.
stage.
It'll be out there.
What did I tell you we do before he go out there?
You go over the jokes. And
We go
cut
every
on.
Thursday. We go
Oh,
over
go
his
over
jokes.
the jokes.
We've been doing it for the past 10 years.
Even when he on the plane?
Huh?
When he on the plane ride there, you be going over with him?
No, like he be on his own because he be in no airplane mode. You can go
Dude,
stuff like that.
So when he leave Texarkana, like all your work is done.
Huh?
When he leave Texarkana, all your work is done.
I've been ghostwriting for this dude since probably the early 2000s.
Ghost right.
About like 2006.
he break you off some of the.
Huh?
He break you off some of the
Yeah, he
money.
started with some on the table, the pens, you know what I mean. But I climbed.
You said how many years?
since about 06.
That ain't 10 years.
I know that, but no, I'm.
He been preparing you.
Yeah, I've
he
been
said.
preparing. Like no, he knows.
He
Yo,
know.
we've been doing
He
like
know.
Thursdays since 10 years.
Dang. You gotta start going with her. You gotta
I-
start reaping
I
some of
ain't-
the benefits.
Ain't been
Big
to a
years.
show yet.
I ain't trying to say no shine.
You go sit in the back though.
Huh?
You
Hey,
go and sit in
if
the
he,
back.
if he ever
Hard
come to
on.
a show, why you probably hear
Hard
that,
on.
he gonna probably remember all
I
of
put
this.
this on everything I love.
He
You
go-
better get to the
I'm like a
back.
hard coach.
I don't even roast people in the
Because you
audience.
always
You better
do
get to the
better.
I'm
back.
like a hard coach.
You can always do better. Huh?
Oh, I promise you.
What is it?
If you ever come to get to the back, do not sit in the front. I put this on everything I love. I don't even roast people in the audience because I have an actual show. Don't sit in the front.
So you trying to roast me?
sir, with the quickness.
And with the quickness, your show will be ended.
I ain't gonna end this show.
Baby girl, we keep security at all my shows.
Okay.
I don't care how many weights he lift.
We ended. It was like, hey, we got sorry for the disruption, but we gotta go.
Hey, actually, you know what? Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100% real. I had 2 shows Friday, 2 Saturday, and 1 on Sunday this weekend. My first show Friday, standing ovation, great job, right?
Okay.
Second show on Friday had some drunk lady. There were 10 comedians on the show. She talked through all 10 of them. And when it got to me, I was in the middle of a great bit, and she kept talking loud, and I stopped the show. And I said, hey, listen, we're not gonna put up with that. You're either gonna be quiet or you're gonna get out. And that woman said, I'll just tell your jokes. I said, well, you're going to have to leave. Somebody's going to have to escort her out because I'm not going to put up with this. I'm a professional. And when they didn't put her out, I walked off the stage. I don't do that. I'm not a person that's going to allow you to disrespect the work that I put in. Yeah, I'm just like Russell Westbrook whenever hecklers come. Now, you see how Russell be handling them? Get him out of here. Get him out of here. You're not going to do me like that.
You taught him that mentality? Like
Yes. I like, hey, we're not going to put up with that. Like,
Okay,
it's
that
just your crab. Hey, if something comes up like that,
He taking
move.
care of everything you do.
Protect your energy.
Yes, you got to.
Nope.
You got to. You got to. Yeah, that's just one thing that I prepped them with. We're not going to go for none of that.
That's good.
So how would you handle a heckler if you at a game and you killing them? Like, that's something he never experienced. But if you at a game and you killing them, like, what would you do if you got somebody that's sitting like courtside somewhere close and they doing a whole bunch of?
I know what Miss Sanders.
She's just gonna keep cooking. That's what
I
she's
know how
gonna
to keep
do.
my composure.
Oh yeah. You see.
I'm glad that
that's why he walks off the stage.
I'm glad that Dunny says your name without the H in it though, because it's hot.
You all went over that before. That was just a freestyle though. That was just a good one.
See, that's one I would tell him if it's on stage.
cut it.
Don't do it.
Whatever,
Don't
hot
do it.
breath.
Because some things you find funny, others don't.
Yeah.
And some people just laugh with him.
Oh, or they laugh.
Yeah.
Your mama and daddy said they handle all the heck.
Man.
Yeah.
Kenny, I got that. Kenny gonna have on them Bill Cosby sweaters. I wouldn't kill the BB girl. That's my dog. Kenny is my dog. He know that, man. Kenny, my dog.
So you didn't find that very funny.
Hit him with the Cosby.
I apologize.
That was one of the jokes we gotta cut. That's one of the jokes we gotta get rid of.
Kerrigan, I apologize. I'm sorry.
It's alright. It's cool.
Kenny was my boy.
Like, when did you start taking basketball serious?
I would say I've taken it serious, but like when I knew that I was actually good at it would probably be 7th grade.
I do remember.
Oh, you knew in the 7th grade.
I mean, when you in Little League, when you played for
Coach Tia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one thing you could do was you was always able to shoot.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Did somebody teach you how to shoot, or was just you watch somebody? You just learned on your own. You found a form that fit you.
It was more of that. Like I could always, I don't know, from the 3 I could always put the ball in the hole. Like, but in Little League I couldn't make a layup. Like I couldn't make a layup to save my life, for real.
Really?
But I could always shoot the ball.
You're one of them kids that just did jump shots. No, nothing close to the basket.
Yeah, nothing close to the basket.
Nothing close. Okay.
No, nobody taught me. Nobody in my family really played basketball. Like my mom.
Where
and
did the
dad.
love come from then?
I think it was because it was more of you could do it if you want to, but it's not a force. Like, you know, some parents force it on you.
Yeah.
So
Your
it was
sister
more
said
of
she
I want
taught
to
you.
do it. So it's like, okay, it kind of, the love for it kind of grew different because I want to do it.
Yeah.
Your sister said she taking the credit.
My sister?
Yeah.
I mean, she played in middle school, but she shot the wrong goal, so she quit.
Wait a minute.
She quit.
Wait a minute. She shot the wrong
She shot the
goal.
wrong goal.
Oh.
That's so funny.
When Chanel played
man.
at, I think it was Arkansas or Ellie.
My
Chanel
bad,
Hayes
Morgan.
and them. When they played, Morgan played at Texas Middle School, so she shot the wrong goal. So she quit. Like, she quit.
On the
Hilarious.
cool, true story.
But they was blowing it out. So I don't think 2
True
points.
story.
Here comes a
This
lie.
guy.
Here comes a lie.
Touch base.
He's at College Hill, right? College Hill Middle School at the time. No, College Hill Junior High at the time.
Okay.
The truth is right now.
No,
We're still
and-
true. Keep going.
Yeah, I know it's true.
Okay, right now.
He didn't hardly get to play on the basketball team.
Okay.
Nah, that's a lie.
So he didn't. I mean, unless you consider, when they got up, because he played with a group of guys, they blew everybody out.
Okay.
So then when they blew everybody out, okay, Derek, go in.
Oh.
Well, the first time
Not a college hill.
that he got to get in,
What you say?
he was like super excited.
Okay.
He got a defense rebound. And you would have thought, he would have like kicked it out to the outlet guy. My man was so excited. He's like tears of joy. He just shot it back up. And that was his last time ever playing basketball.
True story, or?
That was a true story.
It's false.
It's false.
No.
Okay.
So Derek, you remember when y'all were playing North Heights at North Heights? Now this is a true story, by the way. So I know y'all looking like I'm telling the story right now. It was at North Heights.
Hey, I don't know if he just has these skills, but for some reason, he got to act sound like he's telling the truth.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
He got serious about this.
Hold on. I'm gonna help y'all with something because this is as a professional liar. As a professional, no, look here, man. What you got to do is you got to wrap your lie up in the truth. It's like a taco.
Come on.
It's a taco alive.
Come on.
It's a loco.
It's a loco.
A loco. That's what it is. It's a loco.
What?
At North Heights.
What didn't happen?
You shot it on long go.
I did not.
Oh my God.
He holding his face and it's funny.
He went in serious.
Let's put it on something.
I don't do that.
Okay, no, who's telling the truth? All right then.
I wish y'all could have seen this.
All right.
That's it. I don't do that.
I don't do that. That's some kiddie stuff. I don't put that on nothing. But it happened though. At North Heights.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, have y'all been to North Heights Gym before? So when it goes.
It's like a regular gym. It's nothing special.
The direction it goes like this.
What other gyms do?
No, it goes like this. It could go this way, but the direction, the goal is when you first walk into the gym. That goal there, that's the goal he did it on.
Were they up?
You shot it on the side practice goal?
No.
That sounds a little more believable.
Because the press goes on the side. It was a goal like when you walk in the gym. It was that goal.
I don't know where it came from. That's kind of like his story. Where did that come from?
She brought the story about
Get
her
it,
sister.
get it, get it,
And
get
I
it.
realized it happened with you.
Man.
I get.
I need
It
a
happened with you.
I need a laco with no lettuce.
Thank you.
I need a meat and cheese laco.
With some mild sauce. With some mild light
I'm
sauce.
telling you, man. Some mild light sauce. I like that mild light
See,
sauce.
that could have happened with him. Like, true story. What it did. You know what? Somebody got some film of that. But it's like on VHS, so it's kind of hard.
But can you still make out and see who it is?
I have to find it. Just like his one tackle he made his whole career. That's on VHS, is it not?
It's on tape.
Did you send it to me?
It's on tape.
Yes.
Why we ain't never seen it?
I mean, he sent it to me.
Let me see.
Open field.
No, it was open field.
It was in the backfield,
That's
too.
the one you told me he jumped on his back.
He jumped on his back.
Absolutely. It's in the backfield.
You don't have to get it. That's what he told me.
Seriously, he jumped on the back. Okay, versus he pretty much opened the door for the kid to run through.
And he said, get that back here.
He jumped on his back.
He jumped on his back, but he's proud of that one tackle.
Get it.
Hey,
Where you going, bro? You got to produce a show. You going to the bathroom.
Hey, man.
No, I'm joking.
He said you still making jokes.
He's still making jokes.
Hey,
Funny, man.
hey, flush twice.
Carve you out of bounds.
let me ask you this.
Okay.
Do you plan on going to whatever particular school you're going to? And do you think your game is like a South Carolina type of Texas basketball? Do you think your game suits that level?
I do. But I just think now it's just like a raw talent. So it's kind of like when I get to player development, that's why my next school I got to be big on player development. Just developing me like with weight, nutrition, all that kind of stuff. Just the game is cool, but like just the like behind the scenes on how you like, up your game.
So is the weight room a big part of the girls' game? Like that's something that I don't know. You know, with the girls' game, like, is that a big part of it, or?
It is. It's more of a like working muscles that, not like bench press, all that kind of stuff. It's more of working the muscles that you use in the game. So
Okay.
kind of getting, not super strong like a guy, but like strong enough where you can move somebody out the way,
Hmm.
kind of maneuver through traffic.
Do you think if you did a different type of workout, it would make you a better or worse player? And it's just,
I say worse. Just because I feel like I have not too much strength, but too much strength.
mm-hmm.
Well,
You would have to change your shot.
Is there emphasis on like more lower body hips? You know, because
Probably so, because on defense, you know, you got to move.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like hip flexibility kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's a good part of the workout.
So is defense part of your game? Do you think you can?
Yeah, I be sitting for real.
Okay. I mean, a lot of offensive players, like, they kind of like,
Nah.
whatever.
If I get a bucket, it made me want to play defense.
I got you.
But if you don't get a bucket, do you
Yeah,
still
I
want to
still
play?
play.
Okay.
Yeah, I can sit for
Because
real.
you know, you got some players that if they ain't got the ball, they don't feel like
Nah,
they're
I'm not
part of. Okay.
I'm a defensive presence for sure.
That's good. That's all around game. Do you have an ultimate goal? Because what we've seen is a lot of once young ladies finish in college, they usually go overseas, and we've seen what's happened with Brittany Griner. I know you don't, do all that. Yeah, but she, a lot of these women, they make millions of dollars overseas. Is that something that you've thought about for whenever you do graduate college?
No, I definitely thought about overseas. Not playing in like WNBA, like in the States though, because they don't make enough money. Not I'm saying do it for the money, but
I get it.
if you're gonna do it
Yeah,
for the love of the
do it,
game, you gotta do
know.
it part B for the money.
Is there a certain country that you've heard about that you want to go to, or are you still waiting to see? Because you hadn't finished college yet, and I know I'm putting the cart before the horse, but I'm
That's cool, huh?
I'm just wondering if you've thought that far ahead.
Well, kind of, but the world, the world getting crazy, like so.
Man, you hear
It's
me?
kind of more like what's going on in that country at that time.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I don't want to put myself in like a bad position where
absolutely,
You
absolutely.
know, lockdown, I have to stay there forever.
And you need to know the laws in every country.
Right.
I definitely hope the WNBA would change their. You know, I understand it's not a dunking.
Right.
It's more. That's what makes the money.
But I think women's basketball is so much more pure than men's.
You on the same one? Go ahead.
Come on.
Okay, so
ahead.
now Donnie had a question earlier. Now this is a serious question about the WNBA. Do you believe that they should lower the goal for women so that it's easier to dunk? Okay.
Tell them don't bring that foolishness to you.
No. It's been a real live question that they've been asking.
It has been.
They've been asking that, and
I think, well, me personally, I think if they lower the goals, and I was in WNBA, I'd take that offensively.
Okay.
Cause like, what's the lowering the goal for? Like, do what it do, you know? It's some females that can dunk.
Oh, it's
So it's like, why lower the goal?
But okay, so now we're talking about making more money in the WNBA, right? Corey just said, it makes the game more exciting whenever players are able to dunk. More players are able to dunk, and you get to dunk on people. Do you believe that would bring about the change so that there's more money in the game?
Nah, I think they'll still do. They'll still put women at the back burner.
I was around whenever the WNBA first started, and I lived in Houston, and the Comets were, man, listen here, them ladies, they was doing just as good as the Rockets,
See,
to be honest
I
with you.
believe at that particular time that it was promoted.
Cheryl Swoops, Tina Thompson,
Cynthia.
Cynthia Cooper, man, like they had on one team.
The West Coast lady played with them too, right?
Who?
The South Carolina coach.
Don't stay.
Don't say,
Bailey?
no, she didn't play with them.
didn't
No,
play
she didn't play. Trust me, they had 4 championships in a row.
She just played on Olympic team with them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right. Lisa Leslie was in the game at that time. And, from the Liberty, Rebecca Lobo. It seemed like, man, this league is going to be great, but then it tapered off, and it's expanded.
No, it tapered off like when those ladies left.
It did, but what can help the game grow in the United States? Is that something that's talked about amongst the ladies?
I think that it is. Did y'all see last year for March Madness, like how they did the gear, like for the men and the women?
No, like what
Like,
do you
it was
mean?
like-
Talking about like the
The
workout.
men got
yeah.
so much gear, and the ladies got like
Oh,
this, even the workout room. Yeah.
room.
So I
Yeah.
think that somebody from Oregon like made a TikTok or whatever, and she like put it out there. So I think that changed. So I think just the more people that get on board with it, it could change. But I think it's just like the WNBA doesn't create enough like kind of revenue for that. Like fans don't come enough for that. Which I don't know why, because women's basketball is so much more pure than men.
It is.
It is. It really is.
Listen, hey,
Like, the fundamentals and what they do
Facts.
is so much
Yep.
more smooth than men.
facts. So listen, when I was coaching over at the middle school, the Texas Middle, I didn't coach the boys. I was with the
Right.
girls all the time. that's when I learned to appreciate women's basketball. I was like, yo, they pretty. Like, you got to be fundamentally sound.
Yeah.
You could let me post up as a guy, and I wouldn't think about what I had to do. I just do it.
Right.
When I had to teach the girls, I felt like a fish out of water. But it made me more sound, fundamentally.
You see more traveling in men's basketball. You don't see a lot of that in women's basketball.
They with the fundamentals. Shouts out to all the women's coaches that really teach, because they have to teach the game. Because see, these guys are just going off of sheer athleticism.
Yeah, and just like
Yeah, I love women's basketball. So
I mean, I just think because WNBA still has stars in the
Of course.
yeah.
Skylar Diggins.
being promoted.
It's not.
But it's so many more other leagues that's coming up that women could play in, like not just the WNBA, and it's still in the States and stuff.
I mean, but you
Oh,
would
really?
think, see, but you would think that since the WNBA is under the NBA umbrella,
Right, that it'll all be this. Like,
it would be the superior league than the ones overseas.
Yeah.
You would think because it's the NBA, but it's not.
It's crazy how they do women in sports. But
It is. Overall, do you feel that women get a raw deal, and you feel like there's still a women's movement that needs to be done?
I do. I just think I don't know. I mean I understand that men they got all the dunking, all that kind of stuff. But like if you really appreciate the game, then why not watch women's basketball?
I agree.
On the cool, women's college basketball.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but to me it's more entertaining than the WNBA.
It is.
I watch.
It really is.
Because last year's tournament, hey, that was one hell of a women's
Hey,
basketball tournament.
yep, true.
That was a good tournament.
I do find college basketball more women's anyway, more entertaining than the WNBA. I don't know. It's almost like it's just not enough emphasis. There's no passion. There's a loss of
That's
passion.
what it is.
That's what it is.
It's lost of passion.
The loss of
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
you've
it's
made
not
it
good.
now, so
I mean, even like women's softball. You see like United States versus whatever in women's softball. I don't want to watch it, but I'll watch OU.
Collegiate, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you girls.
Yeah.
And you all.
I just think that how y'all got to grind your whole life just like the guys do. And it's not just a basketball thing. Like there's nothing else for you after you've put in this work towards this craft.
Right.
And then it's just like,
like
you did
if you look at-
good.
Hold on, think about this, and I'm not even putting us down. Look, I looked around. What do you see?
True.
Do you see?
That's true.
Listen, and I don't think it's not on purpose. It's without thinking about it.
True.
We don't have women.
Yeah, I saw that when I sat down.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was looking at that.
There's no women's memorabilia,
I don't
and we
think they're
have.
doing it on purpose though. I just think.
I don't think so either, and that's
That's
what made
just
me
the-
think about it. Like
that y'all-
we're doing it right here, and it's just
Wow.
subconsciously,
Yeah, I
and
thought
we
about that
talk
before.
about women's sports, and but
We don't acknowledge it though.
So I think it started with
Absolutely
us then.
not.
I think it started with like
it does. It has to.
Making
Great
that
point.
making that like popular, that's something that has to continuously trickle. You know what I mean? Like starting somewhere and just trickling
gotta do
down and making it popular. You know what I'm saying?
As they say, the change starts within you.
Yeah.
I mean, I looked up, and as she was talking, I'm going,
There is
There's
none.
nothing.
There's nothing.
About the coach at Sam Houston, who's from Atlanta, Texas. We should have something for her. We should have something for
The young ladies who were-
Ganter, Coach Ganter.
Coach, when we did
Top 25. Let's not go there,
we
man.
did a top 25.
for girls,
See, but
for women. I mean.
see, we was doing the top stuff for men's sports, right?
So why I got a question though? Y'all did top 25. Why y'all only do? Didn't y'all do top 10?
Yeah, because it was
Why y'all only do top 10?
cause I didn't know a lot.
Me neither. Hey,
At least you honest, man.
Yeah.
me neither.
honest.
'Cause I
We
didn't
go-
know a lot.
And they left off one of the greatest, Dalencia Keener.
That's what I'm saying. Like
But I
They
didn't know
left
a
her
lot.
off.
shaky. I ain't gonna lie.
I didn't know a lot, so but I felt like I had to include them though because
Yeah.
there was a lot of female basketball players that came out of here that deserved just as much praise as the men did. And that was one of the sports because in football, women don't play football.
Around here more.
So
praise.
so in basketball, I had to do something that I can involve the women in because
Makes
they
sense.
deserve credit too.
Because when you talk about it from a level of basketball, more women go play basketball in this have gone to play, college basketball than men have.
In Texarkana,
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Yeah. And that is true because you don't hear about too many
Guys.
That's goes
So
out.
if the long term women is not better, but more women go play overseas in Texarkana, why was that not a? Why didn't you know that much about? Like, why didn't y'all know that much about it? Like what?
Because I just don't. I didn't lie to you. I just don't know.
I mean, I know the girls we know. You know, I
Yeah.
know the girls they talk about a lot, and that are noticeably, and that's what we knew. Like I can go outside of Texarkana and talk about the Erica Rays, Emil Harpers, young lady out of Linden Kill.
Erica was in Texarkana.
I mean, not Erica Ray, Raven Justice.
Okay.
I can go outside and talk about all of them, and I can also talk about the girls that I know in Texarkana.
Right.
But truthfully, most of them, all of those girls I mentioned, went on to play collegiate basketball. Not a lot of guys we can say that about.
Nah. Now,
Can we get a Kerrigan Dunn jersey?
Facts.
Just want to know. If
That's not even a whisper.
You know what I
It's
mean?
just like, hey.
Yo, I'm saying something we can put up in here. Because when we look back on it, and he was saying, Michael Gray just said the WNBA doesn't highlight its past champions and players. Well, neither do we. We don't, obviously. And I promise you, I know the game they didn't. That wasn't on purpose. It just subconscious. It's just how it is. But I believe that the change can start now. We need a Kerrigan Dunn jersey. We need a Delencia Keener jersey. We need we need all that. You know what I mean? And so I just believe that if we start putting them in the same light as the guys, their names are next to, it should make a difference. I was told when I was a young comedian, there's a girl named Keisha Hunt that does comedy, and she only wanted me to host her shows because she was like, "You're the only male comedian that don't go, y'all ready for a lady?" Because it's a chauvinistic way to look at it. I've just always been like, it's another comedian. I don't know what else to say. Like, yo, it's not y'all. It's a woman gonna represent tonight. It's a chauvinistic way to do it. But for me, I've always been like, yeah, it's a woman. Her strength does not diminish my strength. And I think a lot of men feel like when a woman is strong, that it makes him look a lot weaker. But what you do does not affect me in a negative way. It only makes me stronger.
Right.
If I'm around a strong woman, it makes me a stronger man. Period. But I think a lot of men are afraid of women's strength and women coming up. But look, if you with a woman, she needs to be just as strong as you. So
Right.
I think we disrespect women's strength, and that's we should change that.
it has to start somewhere.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, man.
Thank you.
So this is for Donovan. That's Donovan, by the way.
Right.
I'm gonna ask you a question.
Tell me you ain't got time, Donovan.
No, this is a question that he would love for me to answer.
We got 1 minute left. Go ahead.
Do you think bowling is a sport?
Bowling?
Yes.
Thank you.
You don't think bowling is a sport?
So why?
Don't you
It
use
is.
the same, like, you're rolling the
Hold
ball
on,
and
hold
you're
on.
throwing the ball and
Hold
the
on,
ball. Ain't
Kerrigan.
that the same?
For somebody that should know, is bowling highlighted on Sports Center?
Yes.
So,
So is darts.
Darts is a sport.
It's a sport.
Okay.
so how do you decide between a sport and a non-sport? Like, what's your...
You ever thought of
Because to me,
Yeah.
it doesn't take no
It don't take
You
no
don't take
skill
no
to throw
what?
no
no
dart.
no physical.
Yes, it
Yes,
does
it
too.
does.
You ever bowled and you ain't bowled in a while?
You can
People
just
are
walk
good
up and
about
throw a
it.
dart.
Right.
It doesn't take no athletic ability.
Yes, it does.
Bowl.
It does.
Boy,
What
is wrong with you,
Bowling
bro?
has
I
technique.
think
What do you
bowling is
think?
sport.
Horn swinging. What
For
do you-
Donnie,
sure.
bowling is a technique.
It-
Coming
it's
from a
sure.
man who has a
Technique.
stand-up hairdryer at home.
not no athletic ability.
What do you like? So what's the
Bruh,
what's
you
the arm
tripping.
swing? What
That's
you
a
think
natural movement.
Okay.
A natural movement
Yes.
with a 15-pound ball.
No, the movement is natural.
What's that?
natural movement, by the way?
So it's like
the movement
it's
natural.
not
so
bad
they
either.
keep throwing a football like
It's a
natural
sport.
It's
movement?
not a natural movement.
Okay. How is that not a natural
It's
movement?
not.
How is it not?
That's why softball can pitch constantly because it's not.
It's
like,
a natural. It's natural for me.
That is a natural
I want you to know
movement.
I know
something.
that is.
Throwing the ball overhand is really not a natural.
I know that.
movement
That's
at
why I
all.
said that's why softball
So
girls can pitch as much as they do.
I be seeing people do this all day. Just
No,
this
I'm just
natural.
saying.
I just go to the store and see somebody doing this. This natural.
I'm just saying.
You putting your.
Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute.
Yes,
You're not keeping your elbow in there. You wide. You go throw in the gutter.
Yeah.
Showing no breaks
Okay.
on your hand.
Yeah, I don't.
But
I
you
don't-
sweat though.
You do, but I don't think it strength and athletic ability.
Hey, I
So what do you
leaned
think?
before
Only
you did,
basketball,
though.
football, softball, baseball. These are only sports. And tennis and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's how.
So what about tennis? That's not a natural.
No,
sport?
that's you gotta be athletic to do that.
Okay. What about the arm swing though?
He can do it.
What you trying to say about him?
Bro, what is
Diamond, tell him don't. Tell him don't play you, man.
I mean, you know what I'm trying to say.
Hey, this
Tell him, D.
He
Tell
gonna
him,
play
D.
D. I was saying we
I
go
get
any
what
day.
That is funny.
Hey,
Donnie, man, because his average is 112. Don't worry about it.
170.
Shoot, mine about 72.
That's cap. Straight cap. Straight cap, Donovan.
It's 170.
112. I gave him a little credit with that.
Okay, let me ask you this.
All right, cool.
Is gaming a sport?
Yes.
No, I'm asking her. Only thing you doing working your thumb, you doing this.
Well, I tell you
Is
what,
that a sport?
he can't do it very good.
Donnie K.
No.
That's a good answer.
That is. I don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I don't
That's a
know.
good answer.
So you don't put bowling and gaming in the same level?
No,
Hold on,
that's
hold
two
on.
different things.
Hey, everybody drive. Hell, they got a NASCAR.
It's not a
It-
sport.
So what is it? So what do you call it? Like,
That is a
what
sport.
category do you put it in? Like,
Well, NASCAR driving.
In sports.
I put NASCAR driving.
that's different kind of driving though.
Huh?
NASCAR and regular driving.
No, it's not. Go
It's a
interstate.
sport based on how you
He said
do
go to
it.
interstate.
Hey, it's a sport
What's
based
that
on
going
how
to
you do it
interstate?
because it takes
going in
discipline.
one- they going in the
It
same
takes
circle.
endurance, but it takes a lot of endurance.
This circle.
You've got to be physically
Then I ain't
fit.
none of
Why
this.
you think
It's
ain't no
same circle.
bro? You got to be physically fit to do that
You
job.
gotta be physically fit driving the interstate.
Listen,
Hey, when they
it's
turn
got to be
it,
a sport. 'Cause they drive one over 200 and
when they turn in NASCAR, all I can think about is that thing on the side of the road.
NASCAR.
Saved my life yesterday. I was like, oh, whoa, go.
Before we get off the show, what are you trying to major in?
Business.
Business.
Is it?
Good job.
I got you.
Good job.
With that being said, hey, you probably one of the most well-spoken guests
Oh yeah, for sure.
Easily.
we done had up here.
You are the best.
I might see we in the underzone.
Yeah, on the circle.
So the whole time up, I've been honest.
Pray about it.
So we in the underzone. So I'm being honest. Like you one of the most well-spoken guests we done had up here.
You see
Thank
the
you.
background right there? What it look like?
The lie.
What does it say?
What'd you say?
You see what's on there though? You see all that? Yeah, what's on that background on the TV?
Right here, a
Yeah.
wall. And
Wall
a
and
couch.
the couch and all that. Now turn around.
Hey, what they got to do with anything?
Just let you know, it's an honor zone.
It is underzone.
We're in an honor zone.
Hey,
We're in an honor zone, but we're lying too.
hey, but
What you trying to say?
Live on the lie.
Eating lacos. Eating lacos.
Eating laco. Well, what? La Santro?
La Santro.
With La Santro.
Oh, that's funny.
I need a laco with extra La Santro.
Bro, this guy here is amazing.
the Lord made me this way. Thank you, Jesus. Give all credit to the Lord.
And if it wasn't good, it's close enough.
It's close
Hey,
enough.
Say that again.
Hey, check him out. Look.
Say it again.
If it
Close
wasn't
enough.
good, it was close enough.
And then also let God be true and Donnie be alive.
Golly, man. Come on, close your little show out, man.
They talking
Oh,
nonsense down there. They trying to ruin a good show. All the nonsense they got going
my
on down
God.
there.
Oh man,
See, that's why I don't come to his shows.
Okay.
Lacos.
When I get going, he does stuff like this, take shine off of me.
Oh.
So I'm like, I'm not the one to go at all.
Okay.
When
You
I-
still help him though.
Yeah, because that's my
That's-
big cuz. I
That's
got
what
to.
I'm saying. That's-
I don't know where he'll be without
So
me.
would you do it all over again, like if you had to?
No.
That's crazy.
We in the underzone.
It's not genuine though.
He said,
If you
I'm
wanna
being
go-
honest though. He said, I'm being honest though.
It's not genuine though. You wanna
It
do
ain't genuine
You wanna
because
do
it's
it all
a
over
lie.
again.
Hey, that's how he treats me.
Yeah, but you gotta do it. It's coming
Hey, how
from.
you
You're not
treat
looking for a return. It's coming
I
from
don't
your
get anything
heart.
in return now.
It's coming from your heart though.
So,
You gotta
it
do
goes
it
to
all
my
over
heart.
again.
Let me say this. I love the way that your parents love on you. I love the way that
Yeah.
your circle, stays close and connected to you. Everybody doesn't have that type of support, and I truly love it. Yeah, you want to give them a shout out because Donnie usually lets people do
I
that.
will. You
but-
let me get to
All
it.
right, go ahead, mention it out.
Okay, yo, show, do your thing.
Finish
This
it
is weak. Watch this.
What'd you say, Danny?
No,
This is weak.
I ain't saying nothing.
Anyway.
I ain't saying nothing.
Anyway.
Nobody come see
So,
you.
there anybody you want to give a shout out to before we close the show?
Definitely my family. They just been there through everything. JUCO. It took a little longer. they was there through it all.
That's what's up.
Like I said, different route for everybody. So they get all my love and God for sure.
No doubt.
They get all my love through everything. Thank y'all for everything. We're gonna be big soon, so I'm just ready. Let them see a different side of basketball. So that's probably my.
If you ever see me at one of your games and you don't come give me an autograph,
I got you.
I'm gonna be mad. I don't want
No,
one now.
you
I
don't
want
know
one
him.
at your game. Don't tell her what she can do.
You don't
It's
know
okay.
him. That's okay.
I want an
don't know
autograph. I want an autograph.
Okay,
Alright.
cool.
Just autograph.
Mike, thanks a lot. He just caught it. He said stand up hair dryers. That's
Hey,
funny.
boy, you see, I want you to 5 minutes to get the joke.
He was probably
You
hollering.
would have told him cut
He
it
was
out.
probably-
It took him 5 minutes to get the
He was
joke.
probably back there hollering like old buddy was in that show. Was saying, I had to turn it up to 10.
Hey,
It
can
took
you
him
breath?
5 minutes to get the joke. So it
funny.
wasn't even that funny.
It was.
It was.
Actually was.
I caught it.
Anyhow, hey, check this out. For any of you, you high schoolers or kids that's in college that's gonna take a seat on the couch with us, please come up here and be able to do an interview such as this young lady did.
You ain't lying. It was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, she gave you the poster of how to do an interview. You can use engage. You had to listen to this non-funny guy and laugh at the jokes that wasn't even funny. So I'll commend you
Yeah,
for
thank
that.
you. I've been working on this my whole life, so
I
I try to get ready for the big
Yeah, I
moment.
got you.
Ah.
So we wish you best of luck on your continuous journey in your basketball.
Oh
Thank
yeah.
you so much.
I don't know what's gonna land, but Lord got you. So, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and end this show, and then, hey, we got Marcus Burris coming on tomorrow to talk about the
Indeed.
food drive.
I won't be here.
What you gotta do more?
He's too big.
He's too big.
Hey, with that
You
being
will sit
said,
between
hey,
him and Walt.
Yeah.
Hey, you looking like a sandwich. Not a sandwich,
now
a
you want to come up here?
sandwich.
Hey, you want to come up? I got some stories you probably want to hear. That ain't about you this time though.
Here's true. Marcus is gonna be true.
Mark's gonna be true. Anyway.
Donovan
Donnie
Funny.
said,
This is the best sports
morning
show.
And to see the show still going, right? 'Cause nobody's hears what he has to say.
Donovan, that's funny. Because he got to say it.
Hey, he
I
took,
said, well, here was Lando. I said on my time.
Yeah, you
he
don't want to do
took,
it, do
nah,
you?
he took that.
Nobody tells me when to say.
He took that bowling serious.
Hey, but she just,
Strike.
she just said it ain't no sport.
No,
she
bowling.
just- no,
I
she
didn't.
Yes, it is.
No, she didn't say
She didn't say
that.
No, I
She
did
didn't
not
say
say
that.
Stay
that.
on, stay on the
Here's
zone.
the the fool said, "Say on
Hey,
his
wait,
zone."
look at the screen. Look at the wall.
Look at the wall.
Let me
On
get,
his zone, that
Hey,
sir.
well, we up in the coaching show.
let me get a 12-pack of Lacos.
Hey, but this is the best sports morning show this side of heaven because my mama said so.
You